Hello. Beginning this year, we started another initiative, that is, on the last working Friday of every month, we will have a session called Discover Your Passion for students of 9th and 10th, because it's very important that they know the various options which they have once they complete schooling and once they complete the basic education. So we'll give them insights of various career options available by inviting people from the respective fields. Today, we are starting this program with an initiation on how to get into the defense services by a colonel, a retired colonel who's a Kargil veteran. And subsequently, every month, we'll have people from different fields coming in and sharing insights about those fields with the students of 9th and 10th. Parents also, you're welcome to be resource persons and share your career choices and the prospects of choosing the career that you follow. So here we go with the first edition of Discover Your Passion. Thank you.
And you will cry because the time will not come back. Those preparing for NEET, some of you wanted to get into medical, no? It should hit your heart if you score even 1 mark less in your physics, chemistry, and biology. And you should cry the whole night and next day mug up the book which came in exam. Then only you are ready for NEET. If not, if you score anything in your class 10 or 11 less than 90% through your NCERT books, this is ICSE you people study out here, no? Through your NCERT books, if you know even one question less, forget about NEET. You should not even think about NEET. The subtle change of your life is going to take place after your class 10. ICSE, you people are fortunate. People will be taught higher levels. Anybody who can explain to me the difference between ICSE and CBSE? What is the subtle difference? People are grown up. People are not kids. The teachers definitely would know. Yeah, anybody. NEET people, biology people are supposed to be more intelligent, especially the girls. Correct? Yeah, please, let's have an answer from you. Can you help us understand? People like me are this side also, who really don't understand. Can you explain what is the subtle difference? Because, guys, if you don't understand now, when you are in 9th or 10th, your life is finished. You must know what is India and what is your syllabus. Yeah. More co-curricular activities. Okay. Please have it up. ICSE teaches you there are 3 portions which you will be handling in mathematics in class 12 if you take up mathematics in 12. That is called differentiation, integration, and application. Look at it just from a simple English point of view. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of differentiation? Just English point of view, nothing to do with maths. All these 3 words will change your life. I am promising you standing today. After 1 year, 2 years, you will see. Anybody? Differentiation. You are breaking down the problem into several sub-parts. That is differentiation. Integration, you are combining everything together back into a same problem. And then the last word I said was application, where to use the above 2 concepts. Now in your ICSE, I am not against ICSE, I am myself ICSE student. So, I am pro ICSE or anti ICSE, nothing of that sort. Or pro CBSE or PU, nothing of that sort. ICSE teaches you integration and partial application of the same thing. In deriving, it does not help you. And telling you blunt, please understand. You people are trying for JEE, NEET, CLAT, IPMAT. These are the exams that you people are looking. Any stream, depending on whichever stream you choose. These are few exams, and including NDA, UPSC exams. While CBSE teaches you more in depth the differentiation, how to break a chapter or a problem without diving deep in it. Why? Because NCERT or CBSE focuses on competitive exam preparation, while ICSE focuses on scientific research applicable throughout the world. In India, we start dividing people as bio stream and math stream in class 11. Anybody who can answer me what happens in most of the European or foreign countries? How do they divide their children in class 11? They call as medical and technical, that is engineering. And these people in movies, some of you have seen English movies? What do they come? Where the children, the youngsters, because you people are young, who say, I want to go to so and so college, Princeton College, or Jackworth College, or Woodworth College. What is this college? That same concept we follow in India as our PU college. We don't call ICSE as a college, correct? CBSE is also not called as college, correct? In South India, the fashion is to call college 11, 10, 12. There is more because more educated people were always found in South India. You people are fortunate to have born in the land where scientists are produced. Who is one scientist from Karnataka whom you will really appreciate? Anyone? One name. This is a matter of shame, guys. I'm telling you upfront. I'm a Virgin, I don't know how to mix words. This is shame. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya is just one name, and there are hundreds of them. I can count hundreds of them. Before ever stepping inside South India, I knew them and I used to respect them. If you don't know, and that we were taught and we were forced to memorize in Maga because they were burning examples. In North India, the pattern or the culture of services is more. In South India, the culture of studies and scientific research and analytical mindset is more important, right or wrong? When our parliament, new parliament building was inaugurated, where was it inaugurated? Delhi? Where did the priests who did the puja, where were they imported from? Boss, if you don't know this, really again, very bad. South India, where? From where? From the land of Sangam literature. How many of you are Tamilians? Boss, it's a matter of pride. You belong to Tamil Nadu, Sangam literature. After Tamil Nadu, the next best Brahmins or those chanting of mantras and all, only Kannada people are capable of. The best part, the Sanskrit school, the best Sanskrit school after Tamil Nadu, one is in Tamil Nadu, Madurai, near Madurai. The second one is in Kerala. How many of you are from Kerala? Best Sanskrit teachers of Sanskrit schools and colleges happen to be in Kerala. If you are not aware, don't take it Kerala means only foreigners coming or English culture or priest culture. This is what normally the movies show. I'm very fond of watching Malayalam movies. I don't understand. I watch with subtitles. I don't think so. I would have missed any Kerala movie. So probably I would know from I didn't know anyway. Guys, this is your own country. There is a particular set culture which runs, and that is called as a competitive exam. If you are competitive enough, you are in, or else you are out of the race. What better than at class 12 level if you get a job for sure? Only one job is available, armed forces, which gives you a reason to live and a reason to die. Even when you die, come to borders with me. I'll show you the soldiers, the officers, they say, "Arey yaar, mar gaye to kya hua? So what? The government of India will take care of our family." And I'm not joking. Even if I die today, being retired, my family will be taken care by armed forces, government of India. Pension will keep coming. My wife dies after me. Still my children will be looked after till the age of 25 in case of boys and till the marriage or in case of girls. And tomorrow, if my daughter gets widow, she becomes widow, the pension will be re-restored. The medical facilities is free for us anywhere in this world depending on whatever disease it is. Medicine is free. Canteen is subsidized. I'm not saying that you people are poor. No. I'm not saying that. The first vehicle that I bought I just heard this boy and it reminded me. The first vehicle that I bought was a third-hand ladies' cycle as an officer, because that was all the money that I used to get. And there was a time when there was no stopping in buying a vehicle, whether it was a Harley Davidson or it was buying a Audi. It was all thanks to Government of India. I've never ever seen how does a plane look like actually from inside. Class dekhunga. I'm not a rich person. Government of India for the first time allowed me to travel in a plane and not here and there. Straight landing in New York City, UN headquarters, as a military attaché to UN headquarters on Asian affairs. As a simple Putta captain, 22 years of age, I land up in New York as a subject matter expert. I can't even think and imagine Government of India armed forces taking this country. From there, after 1 year, I moved to Congo, that is Democratic Republic of Congo, on a military mission. And I was commanding a full-fledged battalion of 700 Senegalese soldiers. Anybody heard of a country named Senegal? African country, west coast of Africa. Entire battalion was given to command by Major Dheeresh. Major Dheeresh was just 27 years of age, newly married. That's it. After a week of my marriage, I landed up in the jungles of Congo. And my marriage was also not easy because my father-in-law is from totally educational background. My father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, everybody. They have 3 children, everybody married to educationists only. Teacher, professor, इससे नीचे कोई नहीं. I was the only person who was not allowed to enter the house as if I am untouchable. Why? Because everybody felt that I will go and die someday. Yeah, would have happened. No doubt about it. My father is a lawyer, still not happy. And it was incidentally not a love marriage, mind you. God doesn't teach you to get love marriage or not. Course of God. The strength which this armed forces gives to you, boss, nobody on this earth will give you satisfaction. Tomorrow when you are driving a Porsche or a Lamborghini or a Hummer, you all understand these are those big vehicles. And besides you, there will be a man in a uniform riding a rickety cycle. Broken down, very bad, maybe 20. Is coming towards you, water snake, whether water snake, poisonous, non-poisonous. In pitch dark night, only orders which exist is don't leave the shoulder of the person who is walking right in front, because it is pitch dark, and in northeast when it rains like hell. Which is the place which receives maximum rainfall in India? Mausam Ram. All of you know? Before Mausam Ram, which place it used to be? What is the difference between Cherrapunji and Mausam Ram? Any idea? Have you ever asked a teacher? This is the question which is going to come for your competitive exam. They will not ask you Cherrapunji or Mausam Ram. They are 2 ridges of the same peak. Due to tectonic plate shift, the mountain has shifted the ridge has shifted by 1.2 inches towards its left. So instead of Cherrapunji, now the next cloud formation takes place on Mausam Ram. And it is cloudy throughout the year. Anybody who has been there? No. Meghalaya, anybody? Please go, boss. That is your country. Most beautiful places on earth are northeastern places. So in that jungle, whether to kill that scorpion on the right side which is approaching you, or kill the snake which is approaching you, very difficult decision. Why? Because both are your food for your men. My soldiers were Maratha soldiers, and Marathas are staunch non-veg eaters. Not everybody, but large majority. Anybody who is a Marathi over here? From Maharashtra? Any connection with Maharashtra? Any connection of Karnataka with Maharashtra? Very sad, boss. All of you are Karnataka people. Please know, boss. Maharashtra has got 90% influence on Karnataka and western parts of Tamil Nadu. What? How? You will know it. And also, let me tell you, half of the surnames of Karnataka is equal to, and they are found in Maharashtra also. Both are same cultures. Except Karnataka a little less non-veg, Maharashtra a little more non-veg. These are the memories which are made. Or when you are sitting in a sea trying to climb up a frigate. You know what is a frigate? A small little attack boat is called a frigate. as a soldier, like me, who didn't know how to swim, had to still climb up after a lot of struggle. It's not easy. Pitch dark night, you don't know what to catch hold of. Because if you can't swim, you'll drown, and that's the end of you. This was in Andaman's Great Car Nicobar Islands. It's not easy, but every day a memory is made. Plus, let me ask you also, how many of you feel on the day of your graduation, you will get 1.4 lakh rupees per month as a salary? How many of you feel that? None of you? You might be in class 10, but I hope you know what is 1.4 lakh rupees as a figure. None of you may have counted it also, I'm sure. Armed Forces gives you this. And also Armed Forces opens you for challenges if you want to take. I am from a very low, simple middle class family. Nothing great shape. My father used to struggle to provide 3 meals in a day. Not because he was a poor. But those times, the pay used to be very less. Probably ma'am they remember. I started my day 1 of my job into army on a meager pay of 2100 CTC per month. That means everything included used to be 2100, and the expenses were much higher than that. That is what used to be those times. After 60 commissions, the things changed. Armed Forces is one organization which doesn't want any big shake brain. We don't want any IIT or any NHA. We'll make you better than an IITian. All of you must be, or half of you must be, how many of you want to get into an IIT? You may or may not, that's secondary issue. Please raise your hand. How many? Or none of you want to get into IIT. Only 2 of you, that's very bad. How many in medicals? 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, then more in medicals. How about the rest of you? Commerce? How many for commerce? Okay, and arts? Should I safely assume balance is arts or anything else? Anything that I missed? Yeah, you're raising your hand. Anything? What do you want to get into? These are generally the known fields. How many of you want to go for singing, dancing, modeling, movies? None of you? Very bad. You should take that need from inside you. Commerce people, what are you going to do after class 12? Yeah, anybody from commerce, anybody who feels. Just hypothetically, people are 10th class, I'm just asking. Something would have prompted you to choose commerce. I mean, think of commerce. Choosing is still a little late. Yeah, please, anybody, just answer anything. I'm not saying it is bad or good, no. It should have some answer attached to it. Now, why? BBA. BBA. After BBA? MBA. MBA from where? Europe or Paris? No, perfectly fine. What is this going to cost you? 30 to 35 lakhs. What does your father do? Businessman. How much does he earn per month? You must be knowing, no? Broad estimate 20,000, 50,000, 5 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 5 crore. Something you would be knowing. How many cars do you have back at home? 3 cars. Which one is allotted to you? None of them. What are the car models? Okay. What does your father do? Serviceman. Can you also go to Paris and London? The way he said, he has got peace alone. He has got a clarity of mind that my parents may be able to afford. Getting my point, by the way. If you know that they may not be able to afford, will you still plan for something like this? It may be a weird idea, not a bad idea. Now, what is the alternate for his MBA? He wants to do his MBA from some foreign country. Any other alternate inside India? What is it? India. कुछ तो मालूम होगा ना यार MBA के बाद MBA. I'm just hypothetically putting. It is IIM, Indian Institute of Management, not big fees or something. But it is they are one of the reputed ones in the world also. It may not be as good as Paris or London or US says, okay, it's fine, but it's not as bad. The placement record of IIMs in India is pretty decent, 70-80% के बीच में रहता है. If my father is a jhadu wala, can I imagine with, let's say, 10,000 rupees a month as an income, can I imagine to open a gold shop? Other than getting into smuggling, getting gold and then opening a shop. Then it is different issue. Then we are not talking about this. That is where the competitive exam comes into play when you can't afford but you still want to dream. That is what is IIM. That is what is National Defense Academy. And that is what it is your IIT, maybe your MBA from an IIM, maybe your JAM exam, GATE exam, so on and so forth. I'll not spell out everything. You have to become competitive. You will have to crush others, then only you will come inside the merit. In your examination, how many of you get your best friend sitting beside you who is missing the fill in the blank or one mark question or something? You don't do that, no? Not because it is cheating or something, because you want to stay ahead of the competition. And to stay ahead of the competition, you will have to start early. In my institute, generally we don't take anybody below class 10. Recently we have got category Defense Academy and CA classes for JEE, NEET, both to be run. Our results have been decent. Every year, at least one child in NEET crosses the threshold of 700, and at least 3 to 4 of them cross 600. You may not understand at this age and level, but believe me, if you want to become a doctor, you have to be cross 600 in your marks in your NEET exam. If you have to get into JEE, IIT, you have to maintain a 100 percentile. You need to become visual by nature. You can't be saying, "Acha main kal padhunga parson." Nay, boss. 6 to 10 class, you have to know it by heart. Whether you like to understand, don't like to understand, you have to learn it by heart. Then only your learning of class 11th and 12th will take place, and then your hard work starts taking place. More often than not, in our classes, we find that children of teachers are there more in numbers. Why? They realize the use or utility of starting early in life. But starting early means not too early. 9 is a little low. 10, okay, but not recommended. But 11th and 12th, the only 2 years which is going to make and break in your life. Whatever you do in your class 11th and 12th is going to change your life. You can enjoy. You may not go to tuition, you may not come to classes, you may not like to write down, totally up to you. Nobody stops you. But your dumbness costs. You understand what is dumbness? It costs. Why it costs? If I score 100 percentile, I may get an IIT, maybe NIT. This time, our topper was 98.6 percentile, came in and getting an NIT only. Because in IT he was getting chemical, robotics, mining. So कहना तो सर ये नहीं चाहिए, something to do with electronics or electricals or maybe computers ये तो चाहिए. For that he had to drop his position and get into an NIT. I mean, you can get into IT with a lower level of fee, but job नहीं मिलेगी. And once you finish your graduation BTech, you will again be sitting in the same CDS classes or government exam classes or your JAM and GATE classes and asking Dheeresh Tripathi, sir, please teach me. I am a doctor. That is the time you will regret and you will cry because the time will not come back. Those preparing for NEET, some of you wanted to get into medical, no? It should hit your heart if you score even 1 mark less in your physics, chemistry, and biology. And you should cry that everybody felt that I will go and die someday. Yeah, what have happened? No doubt about it. My father is a lawyer, still not happy. And it was incidentally not a love marriage, mind you. God doesn't teach you to get love marriage or not. Course of God. The strength which this armed forces gives to you, boss, nobody on this earth will give you satisfaction. Tomorrow when you are driving a Porsche or a Lamborghini or a Hummer, you all understand these are both big vehicles. And besides you, there will be a man in a uniform riding a rickety cycle. Broken down, very bad, maybe 20, 30, 40 years old bicycle. You feel ashamed. I could have done that. I did not do it. I could have been this man, pride of wearing that uniform. I didn't do it. Let's assume that all of you are average people. I'm also a rich person, nothing very great shape. Everything studied means India made it branded as a rich, correct? Your parents also must be kicking you every day, boss, income for useless. But tomorrow what is going to change is the moment you wear the uniform, even the inspector or the district magistrate or the commissioner of police, they will leave their chair, stand up and offer you a seat and a cup of tea. That is what is a matter of pride. At class 12th level, unless and until you are serious in life and you know exactly what to do, unless you know exactly what to do, then it is different issue. If you do not know exactly what to do, explore yourself. See what is impressing you. Just by looking at uniform and enjoying that uniform, hey, it goes. Nothing is going to happen. If unless it comes from inside. Serve the nation for just 5 years, not much. You will really become a man, and I am not joking. I am standing in front of you after the Kargil war. You may be feeling, so great here. I got a big iron plate on my backside because mine special had lasted and it broke my L5, L6 lumbar region. My left knee does not have any the tendon in it. It is all ligament is all broken. There are 3 major ligaments. All 3 are broken. There is no nut bolt. It just runs on willpower. Because by climbing very straight, it was a 90-degree straight, and we had to climb like this. It used to take 100 meters climbing approximately about 1.5 hours. That is a climbing. And my superior officer, he fell on me and he broke my knees. And there was a sepoy, a simple tuta gauka sepoy, nothing great shape. He fixed my knees then and there only. I think you people would have heard that wrestlers and all that can do it. Most of the people from villages know how to do it. That day, till date, it pains whenever it is cold. It pains. But it's very sweet memory. Nobody will be able to gain those memories. When you have to take the decision out of those.
Mind attention teachers, can Manjula ma'am please report to the office? I repeat, can Manjula ma'am please come to the office?
Out of those 120 people, first person who is going to walk on the minefield, when you have to take a decision, that is the real decision taking capability that you have. You should have. Why? Because you know it for sure that that man is going to die. His mother and father are going to cry for life. Because he is the first person to be walking into a minefield. What is a minefield? You go Google it, you will find what it is. Guys, I am not saying that you come into armed forces. No, I am not pro or anti-armed forces. Nothing to do. I am just saying, start thinking or planning early. You want to get into IIT, the preparation starts in class 8. You want to get into NEET, the preparation starts in class 9. You want to get into NDA, the preparation starts in class 11. Nowhere other than brain, nothing else is required. No physical fitness, no height, weight, chest, nothing is required. You can be anybody, any kind to become an officer. For soldier, yeah, a lot of restrictions are there in terms of physical fitness. Why I came here towards the end, I just closed down because I think it is already 2 years ago. Why I came here is just to tell you people that from today, start thinking or imagining the things which you can do. Engineer, doctor. As a commerce student, if people don't talk about ICWA, CA, company secretary, CS, it's very bad. And you want to do your graduation, please enter into the topmost college of commerce in India. Anybody? Which is the topmost college of commerce in India? If you don't even know this, then boss, what commerce have become? I mean, I'm just hypothetically putting. We are talking about Lady Shri Ram and all. Those LSRs at the topmost, best of the colleges of the world. World, not Chuttu. Their cutoff is very simple. Their cutoff is around 100%. 100 out of 100 है तो आपका application acceptable, otherwise you can just forget. So if you don't even score 100 out of 100 to get into the top college, at least 1995 you have to चाहिए. Otherwise, what's the use of studying commerce, arts, science, maths, history, geography, so on and so on. Anybody who would like to ask something? I'm so sorry because I got so delayed, lost a lot of hours, want to be back. Anybody who feel like asking anything? Most welcome. In case anybody wants to talk personally, you're most welcome, sir and ma'am, have my number. Please give me a call. You're most welcome. I'll answer all your queries. Over a phone. You just have to tell, sir, I am from Davis School, I am confused on so and so things. I will answer your question. Ma'am, sir, everybody has my number. My number, you type Dheeresh Tripathi in internet, you'll find my number there. I'm available on internet also. You don't have to search for me. That's about all from my side. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.